Hey everyone, Slippery Slope is here with your sweet 16th Java tutorial. And this one will be exceptionally sweet because we are finally going to start looping. A loop-de-loop. Loop, loop, loop. Yeah, so I think I'm crazy because I already typed up the word in, and I'm not sure why that's there, but let's just roll with it and see what happens. And you know what? Since we have an in, why don't we just turn that into an int, and we'll name it pizza pie. Why? Because I'm hungry. And we're going to set pizza pie to 0 because I'm hungry again, and I don't have any pizza pies here. Well, here's an idea. How about we make this loop, and it's going to be called a while loop. And while pizza pie is less than 10, because if you have more than 10 pizza pies and you're not like selling them or storing them, kind of a piggy if you just sit there and eat like 10 pizza pies. We're going to do this thing where we're going to print out how many pizza pies we got, and then we're going to up it. And we're not going to type pizza as piz. And we're not going to type pizza as pizza. We're going to do it, or pizza pies. Jeez. Am I on drugs or something? No, I don't do drugs. Maybe caffeine, but that's about it. Anyway, we're going to increase the amount of pizza pie every single time this thing runs. So I'm going to run it and see what happens. Then I'm going to explain what the heck I just did, because you might be thinking, dude, you just ran through this and you told us nothing. How dare you? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and no 10. Okay. Well, let's start over from the beginning. A loop is what Java considers a control structure, and it makes one or more statements. This would be 1, so this would be 2. It makes them repeat, and each time this repeats, it's an iteration. This would be the first iteration if you did it again, second, third, so on and so forth for every single time. And this while loop, why is it called a while loop? Because it only runs when this test is satisfied, when pizza pie is less than 10. Furthermore, this thing is called a pretest loop because you run this test before you execute these statements. The while loop, of course, has two key components. These statements, and this thing, this test. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That might look really confusing at first. But look what we have again. We have an integer called pizza pie, and we set it to 0. And it's important it's set to 0 because if we're going to add to it, we need to have a number to begin with. So it's 0. Well, while pizza pie is less than 10, so we're going to keep running this thing, which starts at 0 until it equals 10. We're going to have it print out the value of the variable. And after that value is printed, we're going to do an increment. So it's a 0. And because, remember, the increments at the end of the variable, well, it doesn't start with 1. I mean, it wouldn't anyway, even though, you know what? Now I'm fascinated. Now I want to do this. Now I want to show you guys this. Because I'm not going to be satisfied unless I do. Check this out. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Even if we took those two statements and made it 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, pizza pie is less than 10 at 0, so we print out 0. The increment doesn't run yet. We run it again, it's a 1. Doesn't increment to 2 right away, so it prints out 1. And it does this all the way until we have 9. 9 plus plus, well, that would be 10. Well, we're not going to print out 10 because, boom, it's less than 10. So that might sound like a bunch of gibberish. You might be like, how does that help me do anything? But let me tell you something. I don't care if you're making an application for your phone and you're just learning how to loop for the first time. I don't care if you're trying to build something for space travel. I don't care what you're trying to do. This stuff is ultimately going to prove very useful, and if you stick around, you'll see how. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe. Slippery Slope signing out. Peace, guys and gals.